From Eyewitness News, this is the Tarbox Toyota Hyundai Friday Night Football Wrap.
Welcome to Week 4 of the High School Football Wrap. That's Mark Dondero. I'm Yianni Kourakis. Highlights from 16 games tonight, Mark.
Yianni, and it seems like we always start with Bishop Hendricken, but they have won 4 straight state championships, so it's a hot topic.
All right. So we start with them tonight. Barrington, the last team to beat Hendricken, but the Eagles out first tonight. Opening drive, Jake DeMarco to Nicholas Jensen, 35-yard score. PAT no good, 6-0 Barrington. Back comes Hendricken. John Topa getting it to Mr. Playmaker Lee Moses, a former hometown hero inside the red zone. Hawks in business. Very next play, it's Topa taking it himself. So versatile, 15-yard touchdown to put Hendricken up 7-6. After the Hawks forced a Barrington fumble, they cash in. Topa swings it out to Andrew Hopgood, and Andrew Hopgood, 27-yard score. Hendricken gets a nice top 5 win, 41-32.
The Republican candidate for governor and former Cranston Mayor Alan Fung on hand for Cranston East versus West. Bit of a rock fight here. 7-zip West, late third. Punt return, Michael Castillo for Cranston East. Rumbles down inside the red zone. Yeah, he took a hit. And the Bolts, though, would make the most of the special teams play. Mark Kim Monroe taking the handoff, gets through one wave, and is gone. That ties it up at 7 before East would go. We said West during our last show. It was Cranston East, 13-7 winners over West.
Over to Pierce Stadium, this is Bubble Boy. He's EP's biggest fan. Townie's hosting Portsmouth. EP in their home red uniforms, trailing 14-7 in the third. How about this play from Abner Bassano breaking up the pass over the middle? More tough Townie defense. This time Michael Hall coming in for the big play.
Oh, what a hit.
Portsmouth's D, though, doing its part to preserve the victory. Rashad Roquette penetrating the line, gets the QB sack. It's the Patriots winning 20-14.
Cumberland visiting YK's SK. South Kingstown, let's get to the action. Brendan Blessing here for the Rebels, pitching to Anthony Shepard Jr. And Shepard, he outruns the flock and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And that would give control of the game to South Kingstown, and they kept control. Later, it's Raphael Rogers with a tough run, dragging student athletes into the end zone. SK, they get it done. Rebels win it 27-6.
First win on the year for SK. St. Ray's visiting Rogers out in Newport. First quarter, Vikings driving. Isaac Garcia running hard, spinning off a tackle to move the chains for Rogers. Vikings down at the goal line, but St. Ray's doesn't want to let them in. Josh Alves gets in there to stop the run. Then second and goal, Rogers has trouble on the handoff. Uh-oh. That's recovered by St. Ray's. Matt Sabatini there. St. Ray's wins 28-8. Now, Mark, a special night over at Johnston. You were there earlier for Eyewitness News at 6.
Yes, it was a great night, and it'll be great playing the rest of the year and for a very long time on that beautiful new turf field over at Johnston. And let's take a look at there it is. She looks beautiful. They actually played soccer on it earlier in the day, playing football here, and Panthers moving the ball. Mike Caparco looking for Mark Conti. That would be good for a first down and lead to this. Caparco doing it himself. 2-point conversion, though, no good. 6-zip Johnson. Second quarter, West Warwick, the Wizards, making a play. This is, down the field we go. David LaMountain looking for Andrew in. He finds him on a 4th and long, but Johnston opening up their place in style. They get the 20-14 win.
The thing with those turf fields, you get those little micro beads in your shoes. All right, Mount Pleasant visiting North Kingstown. Kilty's down big second half, trying to mount a comeback. Trevane Clark rolls out. He gets inside the skipper's 5-yard line. Moments later, Clark keeping it himself right up the gut. That makes it 28-6. This one was all NK despite what these highlights show you. 35-12, Skippers victorious.
All right, David Cato and his Tolman Tigers looking to stay unbeaten in Division II, hosting Moses Brown, but Tigers trailing in the second half, and Quakers captain Tom Chase wants to keep it that way. The almost safety sack of the quarterback. Tolman would punt it away, and Andrew Howard would turn it into points. He takes a handoff from Adam Romano, jukes a defender. Last chance for Tolman here after Howard got in the end zone. Tolman looking for a play, but Jacob Lambert's not interested in that. He ends the drive with a pick. Moses Brown moves to 2-1 in D2. They hand Tolman their first loss.
Mount Hope hosting Warwick Vets first quarter. Alex Francis dumps it off to Aiden Silva. Silva is going to navigate his way through the Vets D. Nice cut there, some good blocking. Huskies take the early lead, 7-0. Moments later, this is Devin Lancaster on the carry. He'll go around the line and find Pater to put Mount Hope up 2 scores. Back to Silva, again getting a short pass. And again, Mark, he goes the distance.
Here he goes.
Huskies beat the Hurricanes 31-12.
All right, here we go. Tigers of Tiverton in Pawtucket taking on Shea in a D2 versus 4 crossover. And the home team having fun tonight. Knights up in the second half. And watch this play. The long ball. Uthman Aja tips it up and then comes down with it for the pick. How about that? Darrell Rivas would be proud. How does Aja Island sound? Sounds great, right?
Sounds sunny.
Sounds great. All right.
This is a great play. What's going on here?
98-yard run for a touchdown. Mamdou Mbai getting it done. Raiders, they roll big, 35-7. Shea over Tiverton.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Wrap with Mark Dondero. I'm Yianni Kourakis. We still have 6 games to go. In that first segment, we saw big wins from Hendricken knocking off Barrington. Barrington was the last team to defeat the Hawks. And then how about Cranston East edging out West in the Allen Fung Bowl?
And a tip of the cap to Johnston as well. They get the 20-14 win. They had been winless coming in. And we just want to give a shout out to Nanny. She gave us sound for our live shot. I wasn't sure if she was able to see the sound of her on camera, but
she was great.
One of the grandparents for the Johnston player. So thank you, Nanny.
All right, let's dive right back into the action. The Mariners of Narragansett visiting Middletown, second quarter. Islanders driving. Check out my man Igor Mapira. We just saw this video on the tees, but watch him hop a defender.
Guy over a guy.
Down to the Narragansett 25. Very next play, Jacob Francis rolling left. He finds Dominique Massey in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Middletown goes on to win by a final of 55-22.
Let's move along to Smithfield hosting Scituate tonight up in the north. Points at a premium in this one, but yards were available, especially on this play. Ian Tate takes the toss, gets his jersey yanked, but earns a nice gain on the play. However, the drive would stall. Later, Scituate looking for fireworks, but look at this. Ooh, Nathaniel Prezioso just missing the interception. Would have been a great highlight. Can't come down with it. This was not a great highlight because the Smithfield pass would end up falling incomplete. That would give the ball back to Scituate. Smithfield eventually ended the rock fight, and they get the win in overtime, 11-8 over Scituate.
It's an interesting score. The Band's playing at Pilgrim. The Patriots hosting Pontiganset. Scoreless game in the first half. Chieftain QB Kyle Kortemach calls his own number. Good choice. Touchdown for Kyle. 7-0 Pontiganset. But the home team responds. Robert Quain rolls out the bomb to David McMullen. He gets 2 feet in. Nicely done. 6 for the Patriots. Great grab there. Play of the night, honoree. 2-point conversion, little trickery. Direct snap to Sean Cooney. Pilgrim gets their first league win, 30-14 over Pontiganset.
You want to see fired up cheerleaders, Yianni?
Let's see it.
Fired up. North Providence. Why wouldn't the Cougars cheerleaders be fired up? They're undefeated in Division 4 play. Exeter, West Greenwich, and Town MP. Swarming defense there. Cougars would get the ball back. David Tiselli finds Rakeem Bonetemp. Bonetemp French for a good time. Thank you, Jean-Pierre. And he gets into the end zone. Scarlet Knights, Jared Prenda then with a highlight-worthy play. Down the field we go, but picked off, interception. Cougars, however, would get the win 40-0. The final.
Thank you, Mark. Central Falls hosting Burrillville, looking to move to 2-2 in Division 4 play, but the Broncos not being kind to their hosts. Already up in the first half, they add to it. Isaiah De Silva hands off to Zach Taze. Zach sees some nice moves into the end zone. Then Broncos special teams, a special play. Tupper Riley, the punt return for another score. 41-14. Burrillville, a perfect 4-0. And D4, break up Team Burrillville.
Lincoln Lion waving to the camera, hello, and pointing to the scoreboard. Thank you, for good reason. Lions scored in a lot of different ways tonight, did well in all 3 phases of the game.
Stiff arm.
All 3 phases of the game.
Fumble.
Offense, defense, special team. Nathan Fay, he makes a strip, recovers it. Lions take over. Matthew Oakley finds Fay then, and watch Matt go to work. Count the defenders. That's 6 that had a shot on him. but no dice. Touchdown for the captain. So defense, offense, and here come the special teams. Tyler Bostic, the punt block. He recovers it for another touchdown. Lions improve to 3-1 in D3 with the 20-0 shutout of Hope.
Let's show you a couple other scores. Westerly all over Chariho, 21-0 in that one. And the Avengers of East Greenwich, 20-14 winners over Classical.